One of the favorite parts of my job is talking to customers and hearing what they're working on. And I love letting customers share their stories. So today, I am really excited to talk with Peloton, who you probably know has transformed fitness for millions of people, myself included, with this incredibly personalized workout experience. And so here to tell us more about how they're doing that is the Senior Vice President and Head of Global Marketing and Communications, Dara Treseder. Dara, are you there?
Hi, Jeff. So great to be here. Thanks for having me at Signal.
All right, we've been talking about how important it is that every company become a digital-first company. And we all look to Peloton because you're building this amazing product and this totally personalized experience. And even as your company grows from what was at first just a bike to now a bunch of different apps, a treadmill, yoga, how do you bring all of this data together across all those different experiences and use Twilio Segment to really personalize that experience for one user across all the different places where they might be?
Thanks so much, Jeff. And thanks for being a great partner to Peloton, because Segment is an amazing tool that allows us to collect data from our members where they are, right? So we get to learn a lot about our members, our members who own our Peloton bike, own our Peloton tread, or are just exercising with us with our Peloton app. And I think there's sort of three things, because you asked a little bit about how has the digital experience evolved. And I would say there are three core things that we're focused on. I think first and foremost is improving the lives of our members, right? Making sure that we are delivering to you what matters most to you, what you enjoy, and also what you need, right? So by getting data from you that helps us understand, okay, Dara's likely to take a 20-minute pop ride, but she needs encouragement to do those stretches and do those arms classes and do some strength classes. We're able to then make sure that the recommendations that you receive, right, are really customized for you. And I think that's huge and that's really important. I think the second thing that's really key for us is at Peloton, we really believe in community. And so we want to make sure that you can connect and you can enjoy this experience with people with shared interests. And so through our tags feature, we're able to make sure that you can be a part of the community you want to be a part of, right? So anyone can create a tag and anyone can join a tag. So whether you are one of my fellow Peloton working moms, any working moms in the audience, right? Or you're a Pelo foodie or Pelo for wine, whatever your interests are, you can join a group with like-minded people and kind of run, ride, flow, stretch, exercise together. And I think that's a really powerful thing. Then I think the third thing is Peloton is sitting at this nexus of culture, right? I think one of the things I love so much about my Peloton classes, I literally do. I'm like, do I want to watch a show? Do I want to do my Peloton? I want to do my Peloton because I'm going to have fun with Cody, and I'm also going to get a great workout in. And I think that that's one of the things that's really key, is that we are able to bring amazing things when it comes to music, talk about relevant topics. One of the things that we recently rolled out was our mood rides, So sometimes I want to take a class that's based on my mood, and I can do that. And none of those things would be possible if we did not have information from our members, if we were not able to customize your recommendations and your experience to what matters most to you.
Okay, so you touched on this. This big part of what makes Peloton so incredible is that it's not just a workout, it's an experience. You feel seen, you feel known, the instructor calls out your name, and you can deliver on these types of experiences because you have access to this real-time data stream of how people are using the apps and clicking and what they're doing. And so what are some of the new and exciting things that you now think about as a marketer that you can do because you have access to this real-time data stream? Like, I don't know, what are the things that you can do or experiment on as a marketer that you can do now that you wouldn't have been able done before because you were waiting for that CSV file?
Boy, am I glad we're not pulling those old CSVs, but we're able to use, high-tech tools. I think the things that we're able to do is we're able to make sure that we are delighting our members. We're able to make sure that we are putting the information that you need where you need it. So if you take, for example, your bike or your tread, we've heard from many of our members that, hey, We want to know what's hot and new, what's going on with Peloton, right? I want to know what's important to me right when I get on my bike or tread, right? And so we've been able to make sure that when you get on, not only do you see all these exciting classes, but if there's something new and interesting that's relevant for you, like I'm someone who loves all of our Peloton apparel collection. So when I get on my bike, I'm able to see like, oh, this new collection has started. I can go look at it. I can go check it out. I can see what my what my favorite instructors are wearing. And that's something that matters to me. Maybe that's not as interesting to my husband. And I think that it's really, it's great for us to be able to provide you with the information that you need. So we are not interrupting your day, but we are having the conversation you want to be having at the time you want to be having it in a way that matters to you.
And that's what it's all about, right? It's personalizing these conversations so the customers feel like it matters to them. And Peloton has really been leading the charge in this. I think about Peloton as a digital-first company from the get-go, but many companies, in fact, people attending and watching this today, they are all thinking about how do they become these digital-first companies? How do they become leaders in this digital world? So what is your advice to all of them on how to use real-time data to go win in their respective markets?
I think the first thing I'd say is actually utilize the data. Use the data. Don't sit on data swamp. Don't build data swamps. Sometimes I think we're just collecting data, and the answer is always well, only if I had more data. It's what are you doing with the data you already have? And so I think really utilizing the data that we have, analyzing it, drawing insights from it, and using it to inform business decision and strategy. And I think as you start to do that, and when you're having a team meeting and someone just throws a gut instinct, be like, hey, friend, that sounds like an anecdotal assertion. What data do we have to back this up? I think it's really got to be built into the fabric of the culture of the company, right? And I think you really want to make sure that everyone feels comfortable and able to raise a red flag if they see something, right? I think that making data a central part of how we talk, it's we got to have that as one of our love languages at work, right? Data has to be that language that we all speak, because I think that way, data, if we know, then we can grow. We can't fix things if we don't know that the problem exists. And I think when all of us when you build a culture where people are using data, when you're actually analyzing the data you have, you're using it to make decisions, you're talking about the impact of those decisions we made, I think ultimately it's that cultural mindset shift that needs to happen in order for companies to start to really go from just companies that acquire data to companies that use data to innovate, to disrupt yourselves, to create a new category, to continue to grow as a business.
All right, thank you, Dara, for that really great advice. Now, before we wrap up, do you have time for some rapid fire questions?
Of course, let's go.
All right, let's go. Bike or tread?
Tread.
Live or on demand?
Live.
Tabata or boot camp?
Boot camp.
Favorite instructor?
I love all of them. I love all of them. They're all amazing. Any bonus questions?
Well, personally, I think Chelsea Jackson Roberts is amazing.
You know what? I will tell you, every time I have some stress and I need to take it to the mat and leave it on the mat, Chelsea Roberts, she's the person that helps me do that. So yes, a lot of love for Chelsea.
Do you use the leaderboard?
I do use the leaderboard. I've got a competitive streak to me.
And do you give high fives?
Always. I give high fives to every single person who high fives me. I love high fives.
All right, awesome. Thank you, Dara, for sharing. This has been great. Thank you for getting us off of our couches, helping us to move and stay active and enjoy it at every step of the way. We are so proud to be helping you on this journey.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be at Signal. I know everyone is in for a treat, and I really appreciate you making time to chat with me. Thanks, Jeff.